Man takes off his pants, preparing to have a mandarin duck bath with the goddess. But the next second he stopped. The goddess is already impatient with waiting. Men know that shoes cannot be taken off. The goddess is already impatient. But the man picked up his pants and quickly ran away. Leave the goddess cursing. Once the shoes are taken off, he will turn back into this bird. The man's name is Dajuan. It's a family of shoemakers. 10 years ago, Dad disappeared without reason. All I have left for myself is an old sewing machine. Until this day, an old black man came over to fix his shoes. This person is extremely arrogant. He demanded that Dajuan must fix his shoes tonight. Dajuan knows that old black is not easy to provoke, so hurry up and complete the task. I don't have much time already. The sewing machine also dropped its chain at a critical moment. Directly blow out the tire. In order to repair the customer's shoes as soon as possible, Dajuan had to dig out the machine left by his father. I quickly fixed the shoes. Big and bored waiting. Lao Hei looks at such beautiful shoes. Dajuan's heart suddenly started to think about Windows calculator. I don't think you can tell it by wearing it. So he picked up his shoes and put them on. But when he looked up at the mirror, discovering that he had turned into old black's appearance, Dajuan was at a loss in fear. Take off your shoes as soon as possible. Come to the mirror again. Discovering that I have changed back. To figure out the reason, Dajuan tries it on again. I have transformed into old black again. Even the big steel teeth are all the same. He realized it was a problem with the shoes. So I took out other shoes and prepared to try them on. He seems to have discovered the new world. The whole person is extremely excited. After putting it on, look into the mirror, discovering that it's still my own appearance. Dajuan seems to understand the reason. So I came to the sewing machine. I repaired that pair of shoes. Put it on again. The next second, he turned into an old man with a white beard. So he flipped out all the shoes that the guests at home didn't want, shaking in front of the sewing machine. He will soon become a black master. After a while, he became a strong white man again. Then Dajuan put on a pair of shoes again. Next second, men have become women. The first thing is to see if your little brother is still around. Just now, Dajuan picked up a pair of red high heels. He wants to try on what women's shoes will look like. Then we started pounding the drum in front of the sewing machine. Put on high heels. Come to the mirror. I actually turned into a woman. Then he looked around, and then check if the little brother has also changed. It's just amazing. Dajuan can become anyone he wants. You also want to possess this ability. From now on, men going out, always carrying a variety of shoes. I want to eat the king's meal now. Just pretend to go to the bathroom, and then I changed a pair of shoes. Instantly transformed into a person. This made the waiter look confused. Even turned into an old black appearance. Steal the shoes of the wealthy. Rich people are confused. The first time I've seen someone steal money, I've seen a big and powerful shoe, and successfully transformed into a wealthy person. Shun walked the car of the wealthy man, experienced the speed and passion of a wealthy person, and although it turned into an opportunity, but he's a real filial son. Due to the elderly mother at home, Dajuan will always come home on time and on time. If their mother had a chance, what kind of wishes would you have in mind? But my mother said, wanna have dinner with your father. Dajuan told his mother, I'll definitely see my dad tomorrow. Then he flipped out his dad's shoes. It's starting to beat the drum. The next day, mother dressed up in perfect attire, waiting quietly for the return of your loved one. Sure enough, Dad slowly pushed open the door. A couple who haven't seen each other in 10 years. The two hugged tightly together. They had a very pleasant evening. The next day, mother smiled and left the world. So my dad has always been his biggest obsession in his heart. Can be strong and strong. I'm very embarrassed now. I can't even afford a decent tombstone. Neighbor Ahei was very considerate to comfort Dajuan. But what happened next? Almost put Dajuan on a path of no return. The Fuzone period has just ended. The store is officially open. Old Black finds Dajuan. Because I haven't received my shoes for many days. Lao Hei is very dissatisfied. Although Dajuan explained the reason to Lao Hei, he still refused to let go. Even greeted his recently deceased mother. Dajuan is angry. Old Black touched his bottom line. So on the grounds that Lao Hei didn't bring any receipts, refusing to give him the shoes, the old black face turned green. No way. Old Black only left angrily. Dajuan knows that Lao Hei is a cruel person, afraid of Old Black retaliating against him. So different people changed. Follow Old Black through the streets and alleys. No matter where Old Black goes, there will always be someone wearing a red scarf. The man carrying a large backpack followed him. The man took out a large electric stick. Without saying a word, thrust it into one's own hand. The man was instantly electrocuted and couldn't stand up. Just now, Dajuan becomes a little fat man. Follow Old Black all the way to his residence. Seeing Old Black leave, he turned into Old Black again. Successfully infiltrated the Old Black house. He's rummaging through boxes and cabinets here. Quickly flipped out a large box. Dajuan hurriedly opened the box. Here, he saw a set of firearms equipment. If I were to say that Dajuan is really a bit naive, good guy, take out an electric rod. Try it on your own without saying a word. Power. Directly electrocuted myself. I don't know how long it has been. Dajuan woke up and took a look at the time. Recumbent groove. It's over now. Put on your shoes. Seize the time and run away. Just opened it. Just encountered a big surprise. Lao Hei glanced at Dajuan. He thought that seeing his long-lost bag on top was like punching Dajuan against the wall. It's just a friction. I'm about to be sent away by Old Black. Critical moment. The electric baton saved his life. Dajong tie Old Black with 5 flowers, still stuffing smelly socks into Old Black's mouth, and then turn into a chubby little guy, ask where the Old Black watch is. But Lao He is someone who has seen the world before. How can a little black fat man make him submit? Immediately after, Dajong transformed into a ladies' clothing tycoon. Look at the robust appearance. Old Black was scared to pee in an instant. Directly explained the position of the watch. Dajong successfully obtained the watch. But Old Black's little brother came over. No way. Dajong had to replace Lao He and his younger brother to go out together. Little brother takes Dajong to a luxurious villa. Here, he met the largest real estate developer, Sister Hua. Dajong was very surprised. Sister requests Dajong to solve the Nell households in the development zone. Dajong thought to himself, anyway, I only take money and don't contribute. Why not do it? Dajong took the money back home, opened the door. Lao He gave him a big surprise directly. Old Black comes up with a punch. Directly pour it to the ground for Dajong Gan, and then he pinched his big neck. Prepare to send him to pick up the boxed lunch. Critical moment. Dajong takes off his shoes, instantly returned to its original state. This directly scared Old Black out of his wits. Old Black, who has regained his senses, grabbed the big and strong feet. Under the panic of Dajong, I had to use a trick to kick the donkey. Never expected. The high heels were directly inserted into Old Black's neck. Lao He just received the boxed lunch like this. Dajong was greatly frightened. Seized the time and run away. Wake up the next day. Strong conscience uneasy. So he came to the police station and surrendered himself. He said, I killed someone. Another red high heel shoe. So the police followed him to the Old Black house. I didn't find anything here. Dajong described what happened yesterday. But the police have a caring and neurotic expression on their face. Go home. The bag and shoes miraculously appeared on the cabinet. Dajong, open it up and take a look. Everything is strong enough to withstand the condemnation of conscience. So I prepared to return the money. Just then, good neighbor Oe appears, and it also prevented Dajong's behavior. But Dajong doesn't appreciate it. Pushed down Too Black with one hand, Dajong turns into an Old Black girlfriend and comes to Hua Jai's office. Put the money on the table and tell Sister Hua, Old Black can't drive away Nell households. Sister Kiwa can tell his abnormality at a glance. His subordinate knocked him unconscious with a punch. That's it. Dajong was loaded into the trunk. Fortunately, the shoes are still there, so Dajong put on those dead shoes. When the driver turns around, I was scared to pee directly. The car crashed into a nearby house. Dajong successfully escaped. He decided to help the old man find a plan to discuss with him. They want the old man to move out first. But the old man's attitude is very decisive. I will never move away. Hands. Dajong put on the old man's shoes. Found Sister Hua. Tell him, I will move out, but I need 200,000 yuan. Sister Hua firmly believes that anything that can be solved with money is not a problem, so he agreed on the spot. But when it's time to hand over the house, the old man did not move away, and tell Sister Hua, this is my house. I won't move out. Hands. Sister Ha begins to threaten the old man. If you don't leave soon, I will burn you down, including this house. Then send someone to find your daughter and kill him. Just then, a large group of people appeared behind the old man. Originally from a television station, they exposed Sister Ha's behavior. In the end, Sister Ha fell into disrepute. At the end of the story, neighbor Ahe found Dajong and tell Dajong everything. He's actually a big and strong dad. He didn't leave, but to guard Dajong in a different way, and his mother. This concludes the story. I am a raindrop. Follow me, bringing you a different movie experience.